it's time for another episode in my staying at the cheapest room at hotel here in Las Vegas. If you're new to my channel, my name is Annette and I've lived in Vegas now for just over 10 years, and I'm just kind of starting to dabble in this channel, and what I want to do is basically just show you around in Vegas, show you around the hotel, show you around some other like touristy stuff that maybe you want to do. If you have any requests, leave them down below. But for today's video, I'm going to go to MGM and I'm going to stay there for a night, and you will also see that my hair color has changed since I was at the hotel, so just ignore that because I'm filming the intro and the outro like after the fact. So let's get into this video though. So when I went to check in, or when I went to book my room I should say, I ended up finding out that they were having like an annual sale at the time, and so the prices were actually quite low, and I ended up getting a 20% off. I think I want to say it was 20% off what the room was originally going to cost. So usually when I do these videos, I will go on the website, I will literally click on the cheapest room, I will book that room. That's what I did this time. And let me show you the prices of what I ended up paying to stay at the cheapest room there. So the cheapest room that came up was the West Wing King. And like I said, they were having 20% off, and so the room came to $89.80 plus of course the resort fee. Always have to pay the resort fee and the tax, which is always like half of the room cost normally, and that ended up being $41.95. So the reservation total for staying at the cheapest room was $131.75. Now here is where the story gets interesting, if you will. So I went to check in, and when I came up to the desk and I was talking to the girl who was checking me in, she was like,
"Oh, I see you booked a room at the West Wing. You might not want to stay there because those rooms are crap. I will move you to a different room if you want to."
And deep down I'm like, I don't know if I should do that because it's for the video, but I'm also like, well, if you're offering me for, you know, not any more money, it's still gonna be like the cheapest room for me because I'm still paying the same price. So I said yes. I figured that since if they're telling me that, they would probably tell other customers that too. You know, if you're just being nice when you're checking in, maybe you could even ask them like, what is the deal with the West Wing if you do end up booking a room there, and maybe they will tell you and upgrade you to a different room. So I wasn't really able to figure out like how much the price difference was between the room that I ended up getting compared to the room that I was supposed to get. The only difference I know is that the West Wing room doesn't have any windows apparently. That's what they told me at least, and that they're like the oldest part of the hotel or something like that, so they're just not very nice. So the room that I ended up getting was in the Grand Tower. I did try to figure out like what the price difference between the room that I had and the room that I was supposed to have was, but the prices varied so much that I simply wasn't able to. I think I want to say it was maybe like $30 or so, like difference between the cheapest room and the room that I got. So I did definitely get an upgrade. I don't know if it was just because I was staying for one night or what, but let's go ahead and check into the room and I will talk to you guys again after like I've checked out, so we can kind of sum up my stay at the hotel. So here we are, let's try this and see where I am going. I have no idea, I'm so just lost right now because I've been here maybe once before, maybe twice, I don't remember, but this is going to be interesting to see if I can figure out where I'm going. Oh, so I guess this is where the lobby is. That was pretty easy. Now I do have a thing on my phone where I can just put in like my code and get a key, so I'm going to try to find that place. Alright, I see a sign straight ahead that says mobile check-in. We're gonna try that. Alright, so I got my room key. We are going to the Grand Tower. So we're staying on the 21st floor. So let's go ahead and see if we can find the room. They did give me instructions on how to get there, so hopefully I listened well enough and I won't get lost, but let's go ahead and find the room. So it's very well signed here. I'm seeing the sign up here. It says Grand Tower West Wing is going on the right, so we're gonna go this way and we're gonna go into the elevators. Oh, that was very easy. Oh, I love how close this was. Oh, I guess the elevator is going up without me. I do need the key to scan here, which they said. And then we go to 21. Okay, very busy here today. I will say my first impression is it smells incredible. So I have no idea where to go. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what the room looks like. I'm so excited. I've never seen the rooms here before. Okay, so this is where you come in, and then on the left-hand side, we have the bathroom here. I obviously turn on the lights already, and my first impression is that this looks just like the Aria bathroom. Like, this looks so similar. It's almost crazy. So here's a nice mirror on the wall as well. We got a very clean-looking sink. We have a bathtub and a shower head, of course, just like every other hotel that I've ever stayed at. We have a toilet. I wouldn't say that this bathroom is like anything spectacular, but it's nice, you know, it's nothing that I would really complain about. Here we have one of those do not disturb things that you can put on the door, which I will absolutely do. And then moving on, we have probably some place to hang clothes, if I had to guess. Maybe there's a safe. No, it doesn't look like there's a safe. There's an ironing board if you're into that. I don't think I've ever ironed anything in my whole life, so I will not be using that. And then moving on, in here we have the beds, of course. Got 2 queen beds, which I don't really need that, but I'm not complaining because that just means my luggage has somewhere to stay. Let's see, is there anything in here? Got some empty drawers. We have a phone. We have some light here. And I like when there's a plug here for the computer, because sometimes I like to just stay in bed with my computer and it's nice to have somewhere to plug it in. So I really like the carpet details on the wall here. Like, that is really nice, and everything is looking nice and clean. I like the white sheets. Over here we have the TV, and I think this is, what is this? I guess this is just like to plug in stuff. And then we also have some drawers here. I'm gonna guess that there is nothing in them because there's usually nothing in drawers in hotel rooms. But this is nice to have though, like if you're staying here for a while, maybe you're staying for a week or something, and you want to unpack your clothes or other random things. Of course we have a TV. Not the biggest TV I've ever seen, but it's definitely a decent sized TV. And I'm gonna guess that this is the minibar. If I can open this, maybe it's not the minibar. Am I just really stupid right now? This is so weird. I feel like this is supposed to be something, but I just don't know how to... Ah, there we go. Wow, that's so weird. Like, why wouldn't this be like on this side? Wouldn't that make so much more sense? Anyway, let's open it. She did warn me at the front desk that this is one of those mini bars that if you take something out, they're going to charge you, which is very common in these hotels, so I'm not really surprised by that. Do we have anything interesting? I mean, nothing out of the norm, really. I'd say that's a pretty solid minibar. I mean, if you just want something to drink and stuff, it's nice to have. Here's some cookies, it looks like. Some water that you probably have to pay an arm and a leg for. Some charging stuff and some Pringles. Let's go ahead and check out the view because that is always exciting. Let's see what we got outside. It doesn't go up any further. Why? Alright, let me just go underneath it. So it looks like we have a beautiful strip view here. This is really nice. So you have Park MGM over there, and then this is New York, New York with the big roller coaster. I don't know if you can see the roller coaster, but it's definitely running because I can see the wagon going back and forth here. And then over there is Excalibur, and then we have Delano, which is part of, what is that part of? Mandalay Bay, I think. Can you see it? Yeah, it's right there. And I don't know what that is. I feel like that is probably part of... No, that's the Tropicana. Okay, so this isn't like the front side of the strip, but still a pretty decent view. I wish there was a way to like open this fully because I'm like behind it right now. But yeah, that is the first impression of the room here. So far, I'm very impressed. I mean, I don't have anything at all to complain about, and I'm excited to stay here. So yeah, I will let you know if anything exciting happens, and I also, of course, plan on filming other videos here, including a walkthrough, which should be up already. If it is up, I will have that linked up in the corner so you can go check that out, and I also plan on filming some other videos while I'm here, so I'm excited. I'm gonna go get some stuff done, go get some lunch, and I will check in with you guys later on. So my room service just got here, and I find this to be very interesting because I've never seen any other hotel deliver the room service in this way. So this is kind of like a to go, you know, like if you wanted to go to the airport or whatever and you could just get it delivered like this. But I don't think they ever come with, you know how sometimes in casinos they will bring in like giant tables and like set it up nicely for you and stuff. They didn't do that here. And it's also kind of cool because the menu of the room service is on the TV. I had to call down to ask where the room service menu was because I couldn't find it anywhere. So it probably would have been nice for them to have like somewhere with a note that said that the room service menu is on the TV, because I'm sure they get questions about that every day. But here is what I ended up getting. I got the Grand Benedict breakfast with a fruit cup and a Diet Coke. I don't know if you can see this, but the total ended up being $53, which is pretty expensive, but I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I will show you when I've, you know, taken the food out so you can see what it looks like. So here's what I got. I got some Eggs Benedict without hollandaise sauce because I'm weird like that. Came with some hash browns. I got a side of fruit and a Diet Coke. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. Would you like to see some egg porn? Let's see if we can get this to be nice and runny. Oh, that is perfect. Look at that. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I just wanted to give a little quick check-in here because there's one little thing that's kind of bothering me a little bit, and that is that the charger isn't working anywhere. Like, if you see that I have it plugged into my lamp, like, this thing is so loose, it's almost like it doesn't even fit in there. And then when I try to plug it into the wall, like this thing won't even stay into the wall. Like, look at this. Like, it just falls out. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, I don't know what the deal is. These things are so loose, which is kind of annoying. Like, even the lamp that's supposed to be plugged in here, like, it works barely. Like, you can still turn on the lamp, but these outlets are just terrible. So I need to find somewhere else to plug in my laptop, which kind of sucks because it means that when my computer is out of battery, I can't sit here anymore, so I have to move somewhere else, which, you know, just a little pet peeve, but it's okay. I'm gonna leave the room in a bit anyway, so I'm just gonna put this somewhere else to charge. Hopefully the outlets over there are gonna work. I'm gonna try that, and then if those don't work, I'm gonna get really mad. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly update because it is kind of like a little thing that shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't be like this. So just wanted to check in and let you guys know. I am back in the room. I've been out for a while. I was walking on the strip and just having a good old time being a tourist here, and I really enjoy that. So it's now 5 o'clock and I don't really know what the plan is for the rest of the night. I might go down and film like a slot video or something like that. I wish I could ask you if you wanted to see that, but I might do that. I might also order some more room service, even though shit's expensive, but I'm hungry and I don't want to go to a restaurant by myself, and it's also just so busy right now. I don't really know. Maybe I'll go down and like try to grab some food somewhere. Not really sure. So that's basically it for the update. I mean, I don't really have much to update on, but I did want to show you the view because it is starting to get dark and it's really pretty out. So I'm gonna flip you around so you can see what I see. So here is the current view. As you can see, I did find a way to get that open, thank God. So I'm gonna scoot you a little closer here so you can see. I feel like the colors on camera doesn't really do this justice, but it's absolutely beautiful. Maybe I'll try to get a better shot when it's like actually sunset. Maybe it is sunset and the sun is just on the other side. That's probably what it is, but it's beautiful out. It's been a lovely day here in Vegas, so I'm just gonna chill the rest of the night. If I don't do anything else, this might be a boring video, but if I don't do anything else, I'll update you just right before I go to bed, I suppose. Hopefully nothing will happen until then, and it'll just be like a very chill evening with me just staying right there most likely and just enjoying the night. So I might even get like a movie on the TV or something, or I'll probably just get a movie on my computer, to be honest. But yeah, I just thought I would check in and let you guys know how I'm doing, and I will see you later tonight. Okay, so quick little update. I don't even know if I can call this an update because I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I've just been chilling, doing some editing, but I figured I would show you guys just outside now that it is dark out. These lights are kind of annoying, not gonna lie. It's kind of messing up the picture here, but you can probably see kind of outside what it looks like when it's dark. It's a really, really nice view. I do wish that it was a little bit better for you guys to see here, but the lighting is just not ideal. But yeah, this is what it looks like at night from the 21st floor. So yeah, I think that's all I got. For dinner earlier, I ordered some chicken noodle soup with some bread and stuff from room service, and I don't remember how much it was. I want to say it was like $30 with a bottle of water. So room service is hella expensive, but I feel like that's kind of to be expected. But the food here has been really good, so I'm not complaining about it because I know, I mean, you know, going into it where you're going to be paying for this stuff. So it's kind of up to you if you want to spend the money on room service or if you just want to go out on the strip and find cheaper options. But today I just wanted to kind of treat myself and just enjoy the room because this is a really nice room and it's a nice hotel and they have good food, and so I just wanted to have a nice night. So that's basically what I've been doing. I'll of course check in with you guys tomorrow morning. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. It's like 10 at night, so don't really have anything else to do the rest of the night and I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm just gonna sleep. I'm sorry if this has been like kind of a boring video, but honestly there hasn't been anything to update on, which is a good thing because it means that everything is going smoothly and I am really enjoying myself. So I guess I'm just gonna get some sleep and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Wow, that sounded so fake. I'm literally so tired right now. I should not be screaming good morning, but I just woke up and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to Starbucks. I'm gonna get some coffee and I'll probably get some breakfast too, and then I'll hang out in the room for a little bit. I do want to film another video for my other channel. I will have that link down in my description box if you want to go check it out, but I want to film a video for that channel as well, and then I'll check out afterwards. So let's just go ahead and go and get some breakfast because I need some food, I need some coffee, and I know there's a Starbucks right downstairs, so I will take you with me and we can go get some breakfast. Also, check out this view from the windows by the elevators. This is basically the airport. I don't know if you can see that, but over there is the airport and you'll see planes taking off and landing, which is kind of cool. So I just finished getting ready and stuff. I actually filmed this look. I think I'm going to put this up on my other channels. So if you're curious how I got this eyeshadow look, you're probably not because most of my audience is male somehow. I don't know how that happened, but that's where we're at. So yeah, I just got done getting ready. I think I'm going to check out in a little bit. It's like 9:30 now, so it's still pretty early. Breakfast was good. I went down to Starbucks to get a bagel and some coffee. Perfect, all I need. So yeah, I want to show you the view one last time though, just so you can kind of see it in a little better lighting because it looks absolutely beautiful right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and try the checkout process after. So here's my view at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so interesting to be playing with the settings on this GoPro because I realized that I can do like a linear setting where I film like a regular camera and it's not all like warped and rounded. So this is pretty cool. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and try to check out on my phone. All right, so let's see here. What does this say? Would you like to check out? Yes, I would like to check out. Check out now. I'm guessing it's just going to pull up my bill, maybe? Okay, let's see. What is my room number? It is 21332. All right, so let's check out. All right, so it says my balance is $41.95. Let's see. All right, so that was it. That was super easy. Please retain your room key to exit self-parking. Well, I'm not driving, so I guess I'm all checked out. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out of the hotel, and then I will sum up a little bit of my thoughts on how I feel about my stay here and just all that good stuff. So now that you have seen everything from my stay there, obviously you know that I had a really good stay and I don't really have a lot of complaints. It's really just like nitpicky stuff. So if I'm going to start off by the one thing that I was probably the most annoyed by was just that the plug to my computer didn't fit into the wall. Like it kept falling out, like it was just too loose and I had to switch to another spot, which like, of course I want to sit at the desk because that's way more comfortable if I'm going to do any work on my computer than it is to sit in the bed. Of course I could find an object to like, you know, put against the plug, but like I shouldn't have to do that. Like that's really annoying. But other than that, you know, that's like my one kind of like, why? Like that's stupid. But also I want to just like quickly mention the room service. The room service food itself was really good, but the fact that it came in like a plastic bag and it was all like recyclable items, I don't really understand that. Like if someone can explain to me why this is better than just handing out dishes and then them having to wash the dishes, like this doesn't seem like something that's supposed to be better for the environment. It just seemed like it's easier for them because they don't have to do dishes. Like is that just me? I don't know, but I felt like it just felt like it cheapened the food a little bit, and it also didn't keep the food hot because it didn't come in like one of those trays that they usually have them in. Usually at like nice hotels they will come in with like this table that has a well, how would I explain this? Is a place where they like store the food to keep it hot, and then usually the plates and stuff will be hot when they take the food out and put it up on the table, so that is going to be fresher. And I felt like the food here just wasn't as hot as it could be. Like it was more kind of like lukewarm. Like I even ordered a soup, and when it came to me, it wasn't that hot, you know? Like who wants to eat kind of like medium hot soup? Like that's just not ideal. So it's just one of those things that like I feel like I didn't get my money's worth with the room service. Even though the food was good, I didn't feel like the experience was worth the money. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Other than that, let's see, is there anything else that like annoyed me or that were a negative? I would say that the walk to get an Uber was quite far. Especially if you're checking out first, you know, and then you're going to get your Uber. Like the Uber is basically in the parking garage. So I guess I should also mention parking because I don't drive. So for me, it's like second nature to just not even think about parking. But I know a lot of people maybe like drive into town and they're parking their car and they want to know how much parking is. So from what I could find, parking is $15 per day. I could be wrong, but that was like what they told me at least. So take that for what you want. I mean, that is expensive, and I feel like parking should be included in the resort fee personally, and I don't feel like anybody should have to park when they're staying at the hotel. Like I get it if you're a guest and you want to come visit the hotel, maybe then you should have to pay. But if you're a guest and you're already paying a bunch of money to stay at the hotel, I don't think that parking should come on top of that. Maybe that is just me, but I feel like that's kind of wrong. So that was kind of a bummer. I do feel like the Uber line and like the whole area that they had set up in the parking garage was really nice. But I also, when I was walking to the parking garage, there's like an area downstairs that I completely missed in my walkthrough. And I didn't even know that place existed until I went to take the Uber. So I feel like that was maybe not very well advertised because I was looking at the signs all the time when I was like, you know, walking around and trying to film everything. And I just completely missed that that was even a thing. And they had a couple of restaurants down there. They had something called Pyology, which is sort of like Blaze Pizza. If you've tried that, it's like a build your own pizza, kind of like Chipotle style type place. And it looked really, really cool and I wanted to try it, and I totally would have if I knew that it existed, but I had no idea. So maybe that could have been a little better advertised. I don't know, because I missed it during my walkthrough. So yeah, I kind of wish that I knew about that place because it did look really cool. So to sum up my stay, I would say that I had a really good time at the hotel. I thought that it was very nice and clean. The bed was very comfortable. The pillows weren't my favorite, but that's just personal preference. I like my pillows to be not so high. Like I like pillows that are more on like the medium height, and then when you lay on them they kind of flatten down a little bit. But I'm not gonna nitpick the pillows. I mean, that is personal preference, like I said, but the pillows were not my favorite. But other than that, everything else about the room was really, really nice. The internet worked well. I felt like I got my value's worth out of the room. But again, what I was saying earlier in the video is that the prices vary so much from day to day when you're staying at the hotel that when I went to look yesterday just to kind of like take a look, you know. I was looking at the different dates and like it would jump around from like $100 like $450 per night, just like kind of depending on when in the month it was, what day it was, probably which events are going on at the time. So I would definitely make sure to like look into that before you're going, especially if you're coming for a very short trip and you have flexible dates. Make sure you're not staying like during the most expensive times, because I don't think that I would pay like $400 for that room. Like I don't think that would be worth it, but for the price that I paid, again, I did get lucky that they were having like their annual sale at the time, and I feel like I really got my money's worth. And again, I also did get the upgrade, so you know, I'm not complaining. I think that the service was great, and yeah, I would absolutely stay there again. So that's gonna be it for MGM. Let me know which hotel you want to see me go to next. I think I'm going to alternate between like nicer and cheaper hotels. So I think next time maybe I'll go to Golden Nugget, because I definitely want to go down to Fremont and I want to stay on Fremont, because I just think that that would be fun. So after I've been there, let me know where you want me to stay next, and I can probably do so depending on which one gets the most votes. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm so glad that you guys like this series as much as you do. If you want to see the other ones that I've done and you missed those, you can click on either this one or this one. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.